Hello everybody and welcome back to another video for Mario Kart Tour, and today I want to talk about how to get Red Yoshi. Now Red Yoshi is a special skin, a special color. If you are familiar with Pokemon Go, it's kind of like a shiny, where it's just another variant on a figure that we already have. But because people tend to love the different variations, personally I think the Red Yoshi looks really cool. A lot of people want to know how to get it. And the very first way, and the absolute easiest way, and the guaranteed way to pick up a Red Yoshi is if you scroll across the top of the banners here. And I am doing this on the New Year's Tour A. So if you're watching this video after that, it may not even be available anymore because these are limited time purchases. So you can, sometimes they just aren't there anymore. But for the time being, if you happen to catch this video while this is still out, it is going to cost you $40 US. But for that $40 US, you're going to get 90 rubies, and you're going to get the Red Yoshi, and then you're going to get the Red Turbo Yoshi Kart as well. Now it seems like a lot for 40 bucks, and it is a lot considering you can typically buy games, complete full games for 40 bucks. But in the mobile game world, that's just not really how things work. And so if we have this cart here and you want to look at the different options, and in fact, I'm going to go ahead and say there's one other way to grab this, and that is if you go to the pipe 1, the spotlight pipe 1, and you tap on it, and then you go and look at your details. Because this is a super figure, if you scroll down to where it says super, you will see, if you look at racers, you will notice almost all the way down here at the bottom, it says Red Yoshi. Those are the two ways that you can get Red Yoshi in Mario Kart Tour currently. Now there's nothing saying that it's going to be in the banners later. There's nothing saying that it'll ever come back. I feel like it will at some point, but once it's gone, like, you're kind of stuck just waiting or getting lucky and pulling a pipe. Let's see, if I go to the pipe and we look at the details, Luigi was actually a purchase at one point, and it is a super, and it is in the pipe. So if you don't buy it outright, you're stuck relying on just pure luck from the pipes. It'll probably stay in the pipe, but it's not a guarantee. So now that we know how to get Yoshi, and Red Yoshi actually, let's look at the skills of Red Yoshi. It has Yoshi's egg, which is exactly the same as Yoshi, and it is the same as the reindeer version of Yoshi. They all three have Yoshi's egg for their special skill. Looking at the frenzy courses, the 3 shell courses, you have 4, which is not great. I'm just going to be totally honest. 4 is not great. And it actually gets a little bit worse than that, because if you look at 2 of these, you have the Tokyo Blur 2T and the Tokyo Blur 2RT, which means when it's not Tokyo track, you really only have 2. And that's going to be the Yoshi Circuit and the Rock Mountain T, which is a trick course. So you're limited exceptionally on what you're able to, where Yoshi, Red Yoshi excels. You're really limited here. And then as far as the 2 stars, which is just kind of a feature track or a favorite course, you're going to have Yoshi Circuit R, Rock Mountain, and Mario Circuit 2RT, which all 3 of those are going to be mixed in and aren't going to go away. They're not specialty tracks, but at the same time, it's not a frenzy course, so you're typically going to have better options. So on balance, I don't really think Red Yoshi is worth buying. You know, if we go look at just regular Yoshi, it has 4 courses that it has for frenzies, but all 4 of them are there all the time. 3 of them being Yoshi Circuits, and then Rock Mountain, which, if you'll remember, on Red Yoshi, Rock Mountain was a favored course, but not a frenzy course for the Red Yoshi. And those are the same class, so they're both supers. And then if we go to the reindeer version of Yoshi, you have Yoshi Circuit. Okay, you have Yoshi Circuit T. In fact, 3 out of the 5 are going to be constant courses, with the New York Minute 2 and the New York Minute 2T is going to be the 2 like specialty courses. And then you're going to get 4 two favorite courses. What do we call them these? Like, we call them the frenzy courses, and then just the favorite courses. And like 3 of those are specialty courses. So all in all, whether you're looking at the red Yoshi or even the reindeer Yoshi, aside from just looking cool, they're not really practical. I would definitely go ahead and save your hard-earned money and not purchase those. But at the same time, if you happen to pull one, you have a pretty cool looking figure. Remember, other than just the different tracks that are frenzy courses, there's nothing that's going to set the red Yoshi or the Yoshi reindeer variant apart from regular Yoshi. So don't feel like you're missing out on anything. With all of that being said, I'm going to, with the New Year's Tour, I'm going to jump into the Yoshi Cup because it does look cool. And look at that, the whole top shelf across there is all 3 forms of the Yoshi. So if you don't have the regular Yoshi, but you have the red one, well, that's going to work. But if you have the regular one, it's probably already a higher level because you probably had it longer. And so it's actually going to be the better variation for this particular track. I still have points that I can accrue, so I'm going to use a cart that is not maxed out here, and then I will just take the top shelf parachute glider. All right, so here we go. We are going to try to get a turbo start off the bat, and look at that, not even 1,000 points to start this race off with. So that's pretty low, but then again, I have not invested into this variation of the Yoshi just because while I think it looks really cool, I don't see a need or a reason to do much with it as far as bumping it up other than just racing it. I'm definitely not going to be dropping resources into this unless it gains other variations of tracks or anything that come later down the road. Let's see if I can get my combo going there. I'm gonna lose it around these corners. I'm not the best at, ooh, Piranha Plant was trying to get me. I'm not the best at getting the turbo on these tight turns. Like some people can just turbo around the corners. I'm not that great. So here's Yoshi's egg. I actually did not mean to throw that. That was a mistap. I definitely meant to drop that down. And here we go. We're in first place. After 1 lap, we're going to do at least one more race around this, not this track, but using this figure. Let's get around this corner, pick up a few coins. Someone's throwing bombs behind me. We're not gonna worry too much about that. If it didn't hit me on the first go round, it's probably not gonna get to me on the next go round. I should have swung wide there and picked up the coins. That would have helped me continue with my combo. Oh, and we get a Banana Frenzy. Banana Frenzy is going to be pretty good. It's one of the better ones. You can get the Mushroom Frenzy, which is really nice. And you can get a Coin Frenzy, which is also gonna help you just rack up a huge amount of combo as well as points. Drop a banana here. Oh, okay, you did. I thought I was gonna miss the coins. I kept that banana as protection against the red shell, and it worked out really nice. We're gonna take on first place. Probably not gonna have a very high score though. Now remember, this was with all 3 top shelves, the driver, the cart, and the glider, and we leveled up, or not leveled, we got some points there. And it was a new high score. I didn't put a whole lot of effort into this particular track earlier. I was just going for my 5 stars. Once I get it, I moved on because it's not the ranked cup. Speaking of ranked play, this Tokyo Blur 2T, you can see I've fallen all the way down to 10th place. One more fall down, and I'm actually going to lose some rank, which I'd rather not do. But for me and my skill, I'm kind of capped on what I'm able to do. If you remember from an earlier video, there is the top shelf racer of the gold Koopa, the free running, which level 3 800 level is significantly better than my red Yoshi. Again, between these two, I'm definitely going to go with the high-end gold Koopa there. But for the purposes of this particular video, we're going to use red Yoshi. I don't have a top tier cart, but that is fine. And then I'm going to use the 2020 glider. It's actually a pretty cool setup with red Yoshi, the red car there, and then the purple 2020 glider. And we are over 1,000 points to start this race, so we're already doing better than we did previously. That was a pretty good rocket start there, but only 48 points off the bat. And this is going to be a trick course here because it is the T, and you're just going to have, ouch. You're going to have a lot more opportunities to rack up some points by bouncing, doing jumps, mini jumps. Let's get around that corner. I have the mushroom and I missed. I had the mushroom and I tried to go for the big jump there and I missed it. See if I can rack up. We're already up to a 15 combo. That's going to be a 16, 17. You can do really high combos on this. In fact, I think this is one of those courses that if you do it right, you can actually get, I lost my combo. You can actually get a full combo across the entire map just because there's so many coins, so many jumps. Let's see if I can thread those. Looks like maybe I did, but it's that Waluigi that keeps trying to get up close to me. Ouch. Let's go. Come on. Trying to hold on here. And a 4th place finish, which isn't great. I was never going to come anywhere near the 13,000 that I scored with the Gold Koopa. It's just not as good of a racer as the Gold Koopa, but still could have been better with the 1st place. We got the 4th place, so keep that in mind. One final race for today. We're going to go to the Koopa Troopa Cup. And again, we're going to do the Yoshi circuit here. Again, I'm going to break that out. I'm going to go with, is this Zucchini? Yeah, I'm going to go with the Zucchini Racer and then my parachute for the glider. Try to do a little bit better and close this particular video out on a win. As we toe the starting line just barely over 1,000, I want to say 1,600 is going to be cap for starting points, so lots of room for improvement, and maybe one day as more tracks get added there will be the improvement that we need in order to make this a viable racer for future cups. It's just not there at the current moment. So if you're going for the collection, then definitely you're going to want to pick this one up. If you're only trying to get the best of the best, this is a definite easy skip. But I think it's also part of their way to not make the game completely pay to win, is even though you can buy the different variations and they could help you on some tracks, it seems like there's always something maybe a little bit better than what you can purchase. And the purchasing just kind of helps collectors and people who want to have everything and the most options. So let's see if we can get through here unscathed. We're going to bump ourselves up into 4th place, get a 7 combo, which is probably going to come to, nope, we got it up to 8, but my special box there did not open up in time, so I wasn't able to hit anybody with a mushroom, and I've got 2 bombs waiting behind. I'm just going to hold on to everything for this particular lap, because I don't see, oh, he squeezed right by me, King Boo. That was not cool. See if I can get something useful. Alright, so, ooh, that was a great snipe. Now I'm going to take him out again. But, ouch. The 1st and 2nd place runners are way ahead of me. Oh, and we get a Yoshi's Egg Frenzy, which can come in really handy. So what I'm doing is, every time I hit another driver, it's going to spit out a mushroom, a shell, and maybe 2 shells. Maybe it's a mushroom, a red shell, and a green shell. I'm going to keep this thing for protection. Drop it at the finish line, and we pulled out the 1st place, which was excellent. It was looking pretty dark there for a while until I got my frenzy. The Yoshi Egg Frenzy I actually really like. I think it's really good. It not only causes destruction, but then it puts other items out on the track where other drivers can hit the shells and you'll get credit for that, or you can pick up mushrooms, help extend your combo, and maybe increase your distance in the map a little bit. So here we go. What did we do? 82 was the mark to beat 86. So we had 2 new records. Now these aren't super impressive records, but 2 new records nonetheless out of 3 races. So there you go. Now you know how to get Red Yoshi. Let me know in the comments below. Do you like the Red Yoshi? And is it something that you would pay for? Or are you more of the mindset, if I get it, I get it. And if I don't, I really haven't lost out on anything. That's all I've got for this one. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And until next time.